Sip Dr. Krishan, Sip Sanjay, and the rest of you whom I cannot see. Welcome to this call. And today we have a special topic, very different but good topic. How do I know that God is within me? How do I know that God is within me? I always believed the lie that God lives in the sky. I always believed in heaven and hell. But today somebody tells us Aham Brahmasmi. Somebody tells us Shivoham. So how do I believe? Who would like to try? I have got Ru Mataji. Ru Mataji, yes. Bataiye Ru Mataji. How do you know?
प्रणाम गुरुजी.
Pranam.
शिवोहम.
Bataiye Ru Mataji.
Guruji, if the God was outside, then I would have found it. Two lines of the bhajan. Mandiram Sita vich kade vi na pavenga. Man di malin tanu jad tak na gwavenga. Prabhu tere andar kanu बार पया डोलदा प्रभु तेरे अंदर कानू बार पया डोलदा. We are searching outside and outside when we know that he lives in our heart, the temple of our heart.
But how do you know? How do you know?
बाहर तो कहीं नहीं मिले, बाहर तो कहीं नहीं हमें मिले हैं, तो अंदर ही
अच्छा,
है ना हमारे.
बाहर नहीं मिले, मैं मानता हूँ. आपको कैसे मालूम है अंदर है?
We experience it.
So maybe that's just maybe a maya. It is maybe just a false expectation. Such nahi hai. Maybe God lives in Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Pluto तो नहीं आजकल बोलते हैं.
But Guruji, permit me to say, we are united only to God when we go inside.
So today my question, Mataji, how do I know that God is within me? How do I know? Suppose somebody believes God is like a mermaid. You know, have you seen a picture of mermaid? एक लड़की है जिसकी टेल, जिसकी पूंछ एक मछली जैसी है. Suppose God is like a mermaid swimming under the ocean waters, beautiful mermaid, like a fish, a beautiful, pretty angel, a pretty goddess, a goddess swimming with dolphin-like fish fins under the ocean. ऐसे हुआ तो? तो let us hear to Rutanu. आपकी बेटी क्या बोलती है? Rutanu, अशोक निचानी, कोमल, राजेंद्र, कृष्णा. चलो.
Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham.
Guruji, today I have many questions for you. Guruji, about this thing, when we close our eyes and when we sit, then we see God within. It is in the silence within.
But how do you know वो God है?
Because it is so peaceful.
So peace है. किसने बोला God है?
God है, इतना peaceful तो भगवान के पास जाके ही हम हो सकते हैं, नहीं तो नहीं हो सकते हैं.
I want some good answers. क्या इतना Zoom call attend करने के बाद हमारा आंसर नहीं ठीक नहीं? हाँ?
गुरुजी, मैं क्वेश्चन मुझे आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछना है. मेरे को yesterday I was some thought was coming to me and I know that thought was not good and I stopped that thought. So stopping that thought required so much of mental pressure that I had slight headache. So how can we stop thoughts like that? If it comes and simply goes, it's okay. But if we try and stop it, that okay, I'm not going in the right direction, I have to stop it. Then it takes a lot of power.
Because you are just trying to stop it. That's a mistake. You must stop it and crop it and chop it and drop it.
Everything.
आपने नहीं किया. You are trying to stop. You are trying to stop it. Stop it. Crop it. Chop it. Drop it. गया ना? Flush हो गया ना? Suppose you put something in the commode. और आप बोल रहे हैं वो कमोड में जा नहीं रहा है, कैसे जाएगा? आपने फ्लश ही नहीं किया. अभी फ्लश कर दिया. कमोड को फ्लश कर दिया, अभी भी है? नहीं है। अगर कमोड क्लीन नहीं, और एक बार फ्लश करो, और एक बार फ्लश करो, तुम 4 बार फ्लश करो, 5 times you flush, what will be in the commode? Nothing, no rubbish will be in the commode. You are letting the commode of your head full with that toxic poisonous thought. See, the problem is, it is not easy to crop that thought. You are trying to stop it, but the thought is more powerful than you. Am I right or am I wrong?
What
The
is more powerful?
thought is drilling you, that thought is drilling you, and the thought is killing you, and you are not able to stop it and crop it and chop it and drop it. Have the courage. Be in consciousness. Use your intellect.
Yes, Guruji.
Come
And
back
one
with your
more
next
thing,
question.
Guruji, I wanted to ask.
You
I wanted to ask one more thing, that why is that money gives us some kind of security?
money gives you security because you are ignorant.
No, not to me, but some kind of security. Okay, in account this much is there. Okay, some security is there.
Some people have so much money in account. I tell them to spend. They don't want to spend. I tell them,
No,
पैसा
I
दे के
don't have
खर्च
much.
करो.
थोड़े से जो है पैसे थोड़े
नहीं,
से है पैसे
some people they
पर
like to
फिर
see.
भी
They like to open the bank account and see the balance. अच्छा balance अच्छा है. ये balance बहुत अच्छा है. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है balance.
मेरा तो बहुत थोड़ा रहता है, फिर भी मेरे को थोड़ा सिक्योरिटी रहता है कि हाँ है.
देखो that's even worse. थोड़े से security होना वो worse है. Worse situation. Okay, I know you have many questions, so list all your questions.
Guruji, one more question. While for going for cremation for my uncle, I had removed my shoes, and there were so many villages there. There were so many cremations happening there. But for one time, my consciousness went away, and my thought came, "कहीं मेरे shoes कोई ना ले जाए तो मैं घर कैसे जाऊंगी?" But I think my focus should have been totally on that time, what is happening. But that slip was there.
So you know the problem, no? मुझसे क्या solution चाहिए? You're telling the problem also, and you're telling the solution also. Rutanu, we can live with peace and bliss and joy, provided we are in consciousness. We must not be in mind state. So try your best to be in consciousness. And please list all your questions. I know you have few more questions. You have told me be ready. After I finish, everybody, you ask me the rest of your questions. Ashok Nichani.
Shivam Sirji.
Sir, namaskar.
Sirji, having realized that God is supreme immortal power, soul, SOUL, spark of your unique life. So that is an energy. God is an energy inside us. The breath that we are taking is the power. If there is no breath, then there will be death.
How do you know that God is within you?
We know that God is because of the heartbeat.
A heartbeat maybe some battery, maybe some universal solar power.
No, Saji, it's a power inside each cell.
How do you know? How do you know that power inside you is God?
Because that is in each of the cell in the body's 37 trillion cells, there is power.
Agreed. How can you tell me that power is God?
Without that power in it, we will not be alive, Saji. We will be dead.
Correct.
I agree. That is God is the inside only.
Suppose that is the soul, and the soul is different from God.
Soul and God are both are one. It cannot be different.
Who told?
God and soul, supreme immortal power and God, all one energy.
Who told Ashok?
That is what I realize.
So you have to have clarity. There must be clarity. See, that's why in school they tell us 2 plus 2, 4. Why? You take 2 apples and take 2 apples and you keep on the table, it's 4. From 4, you remove 1 apple, it's 3. So, Ashok, it's very important for us to say, how do I know God is within me?
If I'm alive, that means God is within me.
Let me see. Komal, let me see who's the master of today's discussion. See, this is New Year gift. I'll give you all New Year gift. The 30th ho gaya na? Come on. Komal. Komal is advanced master. Bolo Komal.
Shivoham, namaste everybody. I know it because I am that. Tat Tvam Asi.
बोलने से हो गया क्या?
I'm connected so much that I can listen and I know that he is there. Because I talk to it.
Suppose आप झूठ बोल रहे हैं. Suppose आप झूठ बोल रहे हैं.
I only know what I'm saying.
Okay. Rajendra, I take your point, but I'll waiting for see, in the Zoom call, we have made it so simple that anybody, any school child can understand the truth. Rajendra.
Sir, it is a very difficult question. It's not so easy question, but I will try it. I will try.
It is the easiest question.
No, but I will try, sir.
अमेरिका में कहाँ पे हैं आप अमेरिका में कहाँ पे हैं?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. हाँ बताइए.
Sir, this piece of body, ये जो आप दिख रहे हो, it has been manifested, or say I may say manufactured. Some force which from within, ये अंदर से develop हो गया है. ये अंदर से develop हो रहा है. So that means there must be some consciousness, some individual force within this piece of material, जो भी आप बोलोगे, piece of consciousness, piece of universe जो है. So which is developing from within. So that means that force is only within me. That is a biological aspect. In biological way, I have tried to understand that, stimulate that God is somewhere within me, somewhere. This consciousness is somewhere within me. Then there is one more point, that when I have been hearing that God is ultimate bliss, God is love, God is affection, God is all love. So whenever I go within, whenever I become thoughtlessness, I become thoughtless. So I realize that that blissfulness, that blissfulness, that eternal bliss, or that affection within me, that is in. So I feel that God, in that way, I can realize that God is within me.
No, all of you know the answer, but all of you do not realize the answer because the mind makes you blind. All of you know the answer, but you're not able to say the answer because as you're talking, the mind is playing tricks. I have explained this to you 100 times already. How do I know God is within? Only the question words are slightly different. You all know God is inside. Like Komal is saying, oh, Tattvamasi, God. No. If somebody asks you, tomorrow Prime Minister comes and asks you, bolo, ये को क्या सिखा रहा है आपको एक पागल आदमी क्या सिखा रहा है? Yesterday I was talking to Kailash Kher. You know what Kailash Kher said? He said, आप हम ना दोनों पागल हैं. दुनिया की आंखों में हम दोनों पागल हैं. क्या है वो सरका हुआ something.
सरके हुए.
He said दुनिया की आंखों में ना हम सरके हुए. What we are trying to tell you is that you have to be in consciousness. Let me say, please think, Rajendra. Krishna, please reflect. Krishna.
Okay.
आपको आंसर आ जाएगा. Krishna.
It's a Shivoham.
Shivoham.
So even in science, there is a theory and a practice. So when it comes to spirituality also, if there is no direct methods, it is scientific approach ki you use indirect methods. Okay. And you once told about Ramana Maharshi's example, when somebody said, we want to see God, you said about that finger. Ramana Maharshi looked around and said, the power which allows your finger to move. And so definitely we have a core system inside, and you have taught us God is the supreme immortal power one. That is one answer. And then this is beyond logic. This is beyond our body, mind, intellectual capacity. That is why you say you have to realize and you have to experience the truth. Aparoksha anubhuti in your language, you always say. So I think with this, we need to experience. We are in the path. And of course, we get smaller realizations. And now with it is not a blind belief or a faith. It is because the rishis of yesterday also have told us, when you say neti neti tattvamasi, neti is when you look within, we are able to see our ignorance. That we are able to see, though we are not able to see God. So dhire neti ho raha hai. So we know we are on the path, and that is a belief that we know God. It is not God is within. I would like to say God is everywhere and God is the only truth. It is not just within or outside, but हमारे लिए the movement, the thought, everything. What is the power within? It is God power or supreme immortal power. So definitely there is a power within which we call God.
Okay.
Whatever for this changing phenomenon to happen, there should be a changeless something, substratum. So that is God. That is the supreme immortal power.
Okay, Guruji. So you know what you did just now? I'll tell you in my funny way. I asked you to make some food. So you put salt, pepper, mirchi, you put pav bhaji masala, everything you put everything, and now I don't know what made that taste so good. Because, because you put everything, where she's gone, Krishna. So everything you put in the masala, I don't know what tastes so good. But good answer. I only wish you tell me in a childlike manner. What's the childlike manner? Again, talking of Kailash here, he said, "तुम एक बालक जैसे हो, बालक." He told me, "तुम तो छोटा बालक जैसे हो." Okay, so Krishna tried to reformat. Raji, no, sorry, Girish, Raji. I think I missed the Girish, Sukeshni, Mandeep, Raji.
When I realize that who is God, where is God, what is God, and get the answer that God is not God, God is supreme immortal power, which is everywhere. Science calls it as energy.
Very good.
Then I come to know God is within me, outside me, inside you, everywhere.
How?
Because every particle of matter is energy only.
So
that we call as supreme immortal power.
How can we say
it
that?
Should be within me. Everywhere means within and outside also.
Only one mistake you made. What have I told you? Where does God realization come from? What have I taught you? It comes from
self-realization.
So start your explanation like that. So re-attempt after I give you another chance. Your answer, you're saying the answer in the correct way, absolutely correct. But you're straight away jumping. Without building the basement, you're building the ground floor. Is it okay, Girish? Without building the basement, can we build the ground floor? Just build the basement and then you come back, you will say it correctly. Okay, just attempt one more time. Sukeshini.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
The life force which helps us in realizing SIP, realizing I am not this body, mind, ego. So that consciousness which resides in me, which helps me in realizing, that is the God within me.
How? How, with what authority do you say it, that life force is God within you?
Because it's giving me the consciousness to realize.
So how do you say it is God
within me, and I see the energy within others as same, and that is the God residing within us.
This will be. I think I have not taught you all properly. So this will be your New Year gift. You all have to. I'm asking a very simple question. Is a question very complicated? How do I know God is within me? You all know it. Why you cannot explain it? You should be able to explain in simple words. So we are going to ask Mandeep and Raji and Meenakshi and Krishan.
Shubham Guruji.
Sir.
Guruji, I feel that the question, rather than knowing that God is within me, I have experienced it. I have realized it.
How?
More than knowing it.
How?
I'll tell you how. So when I go outwards in this world, like through my senses, I gain pleasure out of a lot of things. Like there's an indulgence. But when I go inwards, I feel that feeling of blissness, completeness, and it is, and also the outside things like sensory things have diminishing returns. Like, if you have something for the first time, consume something for the first time, it might give you pleasure, but then you consume it second time, that pleasure reduces. But that constant state of bliss is only experienced when I go inside and I
That's
experience.
all you say. All what you say is correct. Agree, 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 agree. How does this answer the question? I know that God is within me.
Because I have experienced it.
What
Unless
have you
you-
experienced? Oh, you have
that,
experienced
that feeling
bliss.
of bliss. Yeah,
But
that feeling of
how
bliss.
does that become God? Who certifies that is God?
Because I personally feel that God is something which is which is complete in totality. Like, that's what I get to feel whenever I meditate, even for a second, and I've experienced that. So that's it.
That experience is a good experience. That experience is peace and bliss and ananda. But how do
Yeah.
we relate that to God? So I hope administrator you
I
must
feel
stop at
that
8:30 for me to have time to explain this to everybody. Yeah. So Mandeep, we need to have.
I
You
feel
should.
that God plus desires is equal to human being. So whenever human being is
Which
bereft
company
of,
you're in? Which company? Emphasis, right?
yes,
You should be able to go to Emphasis conference room and say it in English, and they should clap and say, "Right, you are right." Not
this
you cannot go to Emphasis and say, "I feel like this inside me." You feel that just because you feel, then
yeah.
Raji. So let's get to simple. Today we will move from realization to knowing. We will degrade ourselves. We will degrade. Then we will again upgrade. You know, the Google apps, you upgrade, you declare, you delete app, you upgrade app. Okay, Raji will tell us. Raji is a Bhakti yogi. She will tell us.
Shiva Guruji, no, from
Shiva.
your class, what I learned, I'm going to tell that. IS, I am soul, soul is SIP, I am SIP, SIP is in all. So this is what. So
Good,
what I learned.
Best attempt. Now explain.
I am soul. So you realize that I am soul. I'm not the body, mind, and ego. So I am
Agreed.
soul. Soul
Very
is
good.
part of unique life.
Good.
And soul is SIP, that is supreme immortal part, that only is soul.
How can soul become SIP?
Because SIP only has that energy. So soul only has that energy of life.
First part, full marks. I am soul. I am not body, mind, ego. I am soul. I am not arguing with you. I am not tricking you. I am not bowling googly or whatever. I am straight. I am agreeing with you. First point is clear.
Yes.
So how do I know God is within me? I am soul.
Yes.
How do I? Second point you straight away jumped. Soul is SIP. How you know?
Soul is spark of unique life.
How that I understand. Agreed. That also I agree.
So then from your listener, soul is SIP. Because that only gives energy. The energy is only in the soul. If this energy goes away, then you are dead.
Wait. First part is correct. Second part, I am soul. Soul is SIP. Explain how soul became SIP.
Soul only is having that energy, no Guruji. If
soul is energy. Agreed. No. Soul is energy. Agreed. How you can make energy SIP?
Because that is the power. That is supreme. SIP is supreme immortal power. So that only gives the power. So that
power
is
I am agreeing. How that it can be God? Chuma you tell God. And then how?
God. That energy only is everywhere. Only God is there. No, sir. Guruji,
And who
that
told?
is.
Modi told. Who told?
You only told. My Guru told.
my telling also is not valid. Just because I told me, that's not valid. You should tell.
By that only by realizing that I am the energy and soul is the energy. In that way,
that
only
is correct.
energy is.
How can that connect to God is within me? What, Raji? Mind is blocking you again. So nicely you came. You don't need IS fully. I am soul. Soul is SIP. I am SIP.
SIP is in all.
That goes away a little bit. Okay, let's try. Meenakshi, what is Meenakshi? Where is she? I don't know. Meenakshi, bolo.
Hi, sir.
Bolo.
Sir, I think when we get the answer of who am I, then
we know that God is within us?
No. You get the answer, who am I? We get the answer, who am I? Raji got 10 marks on 10 marks. What she said, I did not argue. No, I did not do any monkey tricks with her. She told simple words, I am not the body, mind, ego, I am the soul. I agreed straight. Did I argue, Raji, with you on this matter? No argument.
Then only we know, na sir. Then when I realize that I am not the body, mind, and ego, I am the soul. Then I know that everything, everywhere within me, outside me, everywhere is God. Everywhere is a
How?
power. So I
How?
am that power.
How?
Because without that power, I cannot move.
I agree.
Anything cannot move.
I agree. But how can you say that power is God? ऐसा बोलने से हो गया क्या?
So whatever we may call it, it is the power only. Like
Power. So that you're
we
not
may
answering
call
the question.
God or
Today's question, how do I know that God is within me?
Okay, I don't know then.
You know it. You know it. You're not today. You learn how to say it. So don't go anywhere. कोई बुला रहा है?
Umang also want to say something.
Oh.
Yeah, he is also on the call.
Yes, sir. बोलो sir. I can't hear you. I can't hear. Meenakshi, I can't hear him.
You know.
Now am I audible?
बोलिए.
So as earlier mentioned on the call, everybody is a soul, and God and soul are not different. There is a
किसने
one
बोला?
thing.
किसने बोला?
The scene is like कि so, मतलब like if I give you an raw example, समंदर है, समंदर में से किसी ने एक बाल्टी बाहर निकाली और उस बाल्टी का नाम कुछ भी रख दिया XYZ.
अरे
तो
वाह.
अपन
आप कौन से गुरु से सीख रहे हैं? आप कौन से गुरु से सीख?
मीनाक्षी जैन. So अपन सोल मतलब एक सुप्रीम सोल के अपन पार्ट है, और वो सुप्रीम सोल ही गॉड है. अपन भी उसी का पार्ट है. वो एक गिलास पानी को आप किसी और नाम से बोल लो, लेकिन
Very
है
good.
तो
That's
समंदर.
beautiful. Very beautiful example. Very beautiful example. But वो बाल्टी वाला example और वो example does not yet answer the question. We are saying that we are not the body, we are not the mind, we are not the ego, we are the soul. और we are also saying वो soul जो है वो बाल्टी है, ocean है, लेकिन अभी तक हमने ये नहीं आंसर किया that is God. एक missing link है. So we have to get the answer. Dr. Krishan. Dr. Krishan.
Shivam Guruji, according
Sir.
to me, that every part is energy, every more, and we are energy. We can realize after self realization. In God realization, I found that that energy that is in me is God, because
कैसे मालूम पड़ा? बताइए कैसे मालूम पड़ा?
Because whenever I going for any wrong thing, मैं जब भी कोई गलत काम करने की सोचता हूँ तो वो मुझे रोकती है. वो अंतरात्मा है.
वो किसने बोला गॉड है? वो तो आपकी गाइड है. गॉड नहीं, गाइड है.
गाइड नहीं, वो अगर वो छू मंतर हो जाती है तो कुछ भी नहीं रहता. वो राख हो जाती है. दो फ्रेंच पोएट थे, एक 75 ईयर का, एक 78 ईयर का. वो बैठ के बियर पी रहे थे. सडनली एक दोस्त फुर हो गया, तो दूसरे ने देखा कि सब कुछ तो है, वही बॉडी है, वही आंखें हैं, वही बाल हैं, वही एयर हैं, वो गया क्या? एक एनर्जी थी जो चली गई. ठीक है. उसके बाद में उसने वो पोएम लिखी थी, ट्विंकल ट्विंकल लिटिल स्टार. उसके बाद में पोएट ने वो पोएट लिखी थी अपने फ्रेंड के ऊपर. तो उसने मेंशन किया था कि वो एनर्जी जो इसके अंदर थी वो गॉड थी. जब वो चली गई तो कुछ भी नहीं रहा.
ट्विंकल ट्विंकल लिटिल स्टार. अच्छा नहीं, बट वो व्हाट यू सेइंग इज ब्यूटीफुल. मैं अभी गूगल कर रहा हूं ट्विंकल ट्विंकल लिटिल स्टार. बट आई वांट टू नो हाउ डज दैट कनेक्ट टू गॉड. आंसर बहुत अच्छा.
In God realization, I found that that energy is ship, that energy is God, and that energy is consciousness. जो मुझे मैं महसूस कर सकता हूँ बाहर से कि मैं बच्चा हूँ, अभी मैं बड़ा हो गया, मैं बूढ़ा हो रहा, मेरा शरीर ये हो रहा है. बट वो एनर्जी जो विद इन मी है वो सदा एक जैसी रहती, सम रहती है. और मैं फाउंड करता हूँ सब में बराबर है. इक्वल है.
What is that? Where did that poem come from? You think two Frenchmen were there? I get study and tell me. Let me see. What you're saying is correct, but you're not. देखिए, गिरीश कहाँ चले गया? गिरीश ने other half of the question गिरीश लेके गिरीश डिनर के लिए चले गया. तो किसी ने आधा क्वेश्चन बोला है, किसी ने आधा आंसर बोला है, कोई पूरा आंसर नहीं दे रहा है. सोफिया, देखते हैं सोफिया, सूफी क्या बोलती है. Sophia.
Hello, sir. I and say,
You can bow down, but your voice is not
I
coming.
say that. Hello, hello.
Bolo.
Am I audible?
Yes, bolo.
Yeah, God inside me tells me that I am God. My soul tells me I have faith and I believe.
It's a devil that's telling you I am God. Suppose है शैतान.
No,
Suppose वो है शैतान बोल रहा है भगवान. How do I know वो शैतान भगवान बोल रहा है?
I have the belief. I have faith, 100%.
Belief से नहीं होता है. Belief से नहीं होता है. We want to know. Bliko.
Shivom, everybody.
Sir.
So, like when we inquire from birth to death, one thing we clearly see that there is energy, which is we call soul, or whatever you give name. Where it comes from, where it goes. When we inquire, who am I? The answer goes into the depth of your own existence, and you see the whole world impermanence. You can only find one thing permanent is your soul, because that gives you consciousness, and that consciousness.
That already agreed. Raji has already आगे बोलो.
So the consciousness which is within, which makes us realize the whole world, and we see everything with that consciousness. Eyes can see only with the consciousness of.
Done. How can you say that is God?
Yeah, so that consciousness is only God, because
how can you say that?
It's only our Sakshi Bhav, that witness.
How can you say that? How can you say that?
And that gives us the existence and I-ness.
मैंने आपको ये किताब तो हमने लिखा 5 साल पहले, 6 साल पहले. You all know the answer. There's nothing great in the answer. I'm asking you to give bread butter sandwich. You're bringing bread. I'm saying bread सूखा कैसे खाऊंगा? You're going back. You're bringing butter. You're giving butter. अरे मैं butter कैसे खाऊंगा? Oh, you're going back. You're bringing bread.
So maybe I cannot phrase it properly, but that feelingness of existence is God.
No, God, you're saying is correct. Let's phrase it clearly. Take it for your benefit. Today, for your benefit, we will phrase it properly.
Thank you.
Vanita. Rekha Parvani, Vanita, then Rekha Parvani. She's off video. Yes, Vanita.
Shivam Guruji, what Raji said, I will only add this thing. She said, SIP is everywhere. It is all pervading, eternal, and non-dual. If there is only one SIP, which is inside me and it is outside, so there cannot be two SIP.
Okay.
God is in SIP. God is in SIP.
I'm agreeing there is one SIP. The only question which you have not answered is, how do I know that God is within me?
Because I am manifestation of God, and the God is
how do you know?
The energy within me.
How do you know?
Is
how do you know?
Sorry.
How do you know? How do you know?
The energy soul is SIP only.
Your husband is laughing.
He's not here. He would have answered, but I didn't tell him the question.
Somebody's husband is laughing. I thought your husband is laughing.
No.
Okay. No, you're saying, all of you are trying to say the same thing, but somehow you are not able to word it. Rekha Parvani. We'll try to word it in 2 minutes. Rekha Parvani. Very simple answer. Don't worry about it. Very simple. Rekha Parvani. Rekha Parvani is not there.
Shivoham here.
Shivoham, bolo.
At death, when God leaves my body will die.
How did God come into your body to leave the body?
No, I am SIP. So when SIP leaves the body,
How did you
I'll drop down dead.
How did you become SIP? Your soul.
Yeah, soul. When soul leaves my body, I'll drop down dead. My body will drop down dead.
Correct.
So, and nothing can bring me back into life. So that life is God.
How can you say that?
Because every breath also, like I cannot get breath or life without God.
Rekha Parvani. Raj, Shair. Raj and Shair. Thank you, Rekha.
हरिओम सर।
सर हरिओम, बोलो राज।
मैं मांडुक्य उपनिषद से रिलेट करके बताता हूँ। जैसे अपनी 4 अवस्था बताई गई है, जागृत, स्वप्न और सुषुप्ति, पर हम ये तीनों अवस्था नहीं है, हम चौथी अवस्था है जिसे तुर्य बोला गया है।
चतुर्यम, हाँ बोलिए।
और पतंजलि योग सूत्र से भी रिलेट करके बताएं तो निर्विकल्प समाधि में ही हम खुद को जान पाएंगे।
ये सब आप सही बोल रहे हैं राज साहब। आप नए हैं क्या इस कॉल पे? आप पहले भी आए हैं? आप नए हैं? आप यू आर नॉट आई एम राज ना, आप नए राज हैं।
हाँ हाँ, मैं अभी ज्वाइन किया।
आप तो आप
मैंने आपकी
बोलिए।
चेतन भगत के साथ आपकी जो वीडियो है वो मैंने देखा था, उसके बाद मैं ज्वाइन किया।
वेरी गुड। आप जो बोल रहे हैं सही बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन इस कॉल में ना क्या हम बहुत सिंपल वे समझाते हैं, सरल। ऐसे नहीं कि किसी को 4 अवस्था समझने की जिंदगी निकल जाएगी। तो व्हाट इज द सिंपल, हम प्लीज डोंट गो स्टे टिल द नेक्स्ट 5 minutes, आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग। To know, how do I know God is within me? It's very simple. I will tell after Shair, and then we will go to Krishna, Rutanu, and Rumataji. Shair, आप बोलो Shair, आपका first round है।
Pranam, sir.
Pranam.
There is only God.
Huh.
Nothing other than God here on this whole universe.
Then the question is not relevant. Then the question is not relevant.
Why do I want to know that God is in me? He is there in everything.
You are there? First of all, no, you are there or you are not there? Do you exist?
I exist.
You exist. What is inside you?
Energy, sir.
How do you know that is God?
Because I experience it every second.
Just by saying you experience, tomorrow you will say you think mangoes are inside you, means everybody will think mangoes are inside you.
Not like that, because Chidananda Rupa Sivoham Sivoham.
You are talking like Raj Saab. You are talking like our new guest Raj. Nirvikalpa Samadhi and Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, Chaturyam, Turiya. No, these things will not help. No. So quickly, when I want to tell you all, if they will give me time, Krishna, Rutanu, Rumataji, quick comment. Krishna, quick comment. Rutanu, Rumataji, quick comment.
Sir, last try, I think it's the cause. Cause and effect. Cause is God.
Rutanu.
Shivam, Guruji. Guruji, God is in me and God is in you. They are the same energy.
How do you know God is in me and God is in you? That's the question. Rumataji.
Pranam Guruji. Guruji, it arrives at the time of conception when zygote is formed and leaves the body at death.
Correct. तो वो क्या है?
So we know that it is God is within.
अरे वो किसके बाप ने बोला वो God है?
क्योंकि गुरुजी वो उसी से तो हम we are alive because of that.
वो एक शक्ति है। किसने बोला वो शक्ति God है?
सुप्रीम इमॉर्टल पावर है, वो गॉड ही तो है।
किसने बोला?
आप भी बोलते हो गुरुजी।
ओके ये तो अच्छे आप लोग आगे बोले आप ही बोलते हो। ओके कम ऑन everybody ready? Here it goes. Here's the answer. Come on, let's see. How do I know that God is within me? Answer. Ready? Point number 1. I am not this body. This body will die. This body was formed over 9 months. This body is formed. Kana, tattva, tattva, tattva. This body is born, is created, is manifested from the soul power. I gave Raji full marks. 10 on I am soul. Correct? I did not argue. No doubt. How do I know God is within me? That soul. Girish came. I told Girish, come back. Girish went for dinner. So Girish asked the question, most important question you have to ask. Who is God? Where is God? What is God? You all did not come to this point, but Girish came directly to this point. He brought the butter without the bread. So he brought the butter, there's no bread. How to eat the butter now? Now let me explain to you. Who is God? Is God, शिव भी वही राम है, हनुमान वही घनश्याम है, प्रभु पास है, दिल के अंदर उसका निवास है. How? Because you have to answer 2 questions. Who am I? Very simple. All of you know. I am not body, mind, ego. I am soul. Anybody doesn't know? Everybody in the Zoom call can give lecture. Mandip can give an emphasis. I am not body, mind, ego. Who is God? Who is God? God is not Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Sikh, Jain. No. Judaism. No. God is energy. God is a power. So now, this is how you answer. I am a soul. I am a spark of unique life. God is not God. God is a power. God is soul. This power and this power are the same. That's why God is inside me, because I am a power and God is a power, and both the power is one power. Because now comes back to Mr. Jain, Meenakshi's husband. What he said? He said just because samundar se Meenakshi ke Umang Jain ने कहा जस्ट समुंदर से एक बाल्टी पानी निकालने से क्या उसको तुम बोलो वाइन हो तो वाइन बन गया क्या? वाइन नहीं बना वो समुंदर से बाल्टी पानी निकाल तो वो समुंदर ही है. So that logic comes. See, try to be very clear to answer this question. How do I know God is within me? Who is this me? M-E. Me is not mind and ego me. Me is not the one which Rajesh says in the mirror that I see. Who is this me? Not the body, not the mind, not the ego is not me. I am energy. Raji said soul. Agreed. We all are clear. Even a blind person has to agree we are soul. But what is the soul? Keep aside. Keep aside. Don't argue. Leave it. Leave that. Come to the next question. What is God? Who is God? Where is God? Then you come and understand God is not in temple. God is not in church. God is not in the sky. It is a lie. God is a birthless, deathless, nameless, formless. God is a power. When you say, I am a power, God is a power, both power is one power. So God is inside me. Who can explain? If you can explain, then in New Year, I will not have to explain again. Quickly, 10-20 seconds. Who can? Raj बोल रहे हैं. Raj बताइए. मीनाक्षी बताइए. Raj.
हरिओम सर.
बोलिए सर.
जैसे हमारी 5 बॉडी होती है, पंचकोशा, प्राणमय कोश, मनोमय कोश, विज्ञानमय कोश, आनंदमय कोश. तो जैसे आप बताते हैं कि नेति जब हम अपने पूरे बॉडी को नेति करके मतलब हट जाएंगे तो रियल जो अपनी ओरिजिनल स्टेट है वो अपने आप रिवील हो जाएंगे.
वो कौन है? ओरिजिनल स्टेट क्या है?
सच्चिदानंद.
आत्मा सच्चिदानंद में है.
ब्रह्म.
और
फिर हम अपने को मतलब जो क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है जैसे रमना महर्षि ने पूछा था हु एम आई, तो हम खुद को जान जाएंगे, आत्मज्ञान हो जाएगा.
करेक्ट.
हाँ.
तो आत्मा परमात्मा कैसे जानेंगे?
वैसे आत्मा और परमात्मा में डिफरेंस नहीं है. जैसे उन्होंने एग्जांपल दिया था कि हम ओशन से एक बाल्टी पानी लेते हैं, तो पानी और ओशन में डिफरेंस
नहीं. राज साहब, पर आत्मा परमात्मा है तभी मालूम पड़ेगा जब हम परमात्मा की खोज में जाएंगे। जब हम परमात्मा की खोज में जाएंगे तब हमें मालूम पड़ेगा कि परमात्मा एक व्यक्ति नहीं है, एक शक्ति है। जब ये एहसास होगा परमात्मा शक्ति है, आत्मा शक्ति है, दोनों शक्ति है, दोनों शक्तियां एक ही शक्ति से उत्पन्न है। That is the answer. Okay, please join us every day at 8 o'clock. Raj, Meenakshi, we are closing in 2 minutes. Thank you, Meenakshi.
But sir, I have a question like the soul and the power is same, but that is within us. How are we sure? Like from within, with power we are moving, we are doing everything.
I'm explaining to you.
Yeah.
You have any doubt that you are
Yeah.
soul? Any doubt, or we are 100% clear we are the soul?
No, I'm clear. I'm soul.
Okay, second question. Are you sure God is some man sitting above the cloud, old man with a long beard?
No.
Or God also has power?
God is power.
Last question.
I'm sure.
Last question. If you are a power and God is a power, the question is, where did your power come from?
A great power like that is also power.
अगर आप
My
अगर
soul.
आप सुनो
Sorry.
सुनो अगर उमंग जैन अगर वन मिस्टर उमंग जैन एक बाल्टी पानी के लेके आता है तो वो बाल्टी पानी कहाँ से लाता है? छूमंतर काली से लाता है क्या?
No. Ocean.
कहाँ से लाता है पानी? एक ही है ना आंसर, समुद्र तो एक ही है ना. Why you are thinking so much? Yes. Clear? Because the Umang Jain people will understand the question. Today, Umang Jain was brought to this session to give everybody the answer. So the point is this, to understand. You cannot say कि मुझे बाल्टी का पानी किधर और से बारिश से पड़ा. नहीं, बारिश नहीं पड़ रही है. वो बारिश का पानी भी समुद्र से ही आता है.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Next. Thank you, Kailash. Kailash. अभी आ गए कैलाश. हाँ बोलो सर.
Yes, I understand that I am not body, mind, and ego. I am the supreme power, and the supreme power, and the power inside me are the same. Both are the same.
Correct.
The God is not anywhere. If we cannot see the God, neither in temple or anywhere in the that is the power, and I have also power. That is same.
Clear? समझ गए ना आप?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Kailash. Krishan, Dr. Krishan.
मैं इतना सिंपल समझ पाया हूँ सर. मैं सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन से ये समझ पाया कि मैं बल्लभ हूँ जिसके अंदर एक एनर्जी है. और मैं ये भी समझ पाया हूँ परमात्मा एक पावर हाउस है. उसी पावर हाउस से जो मेरे अंदर एनर्जी आ रही है, एज ए बल्लभ मैं जल रहा हूँ, वो उसी परमात्मा की वो है. तो मैं ये इस वजह से कनेक्ट कर पा रहा हूँ कि मेरे अंदर जो बैठा वो प्रभु है, परमात्मा है.
Very simple. Just to answer, how to know God is within me? First, who am I? I am not body, mind, ego. I am soul. Who is God? God is Sip. Where does soul come from? Come from Sip. Because पानी कहाँ से आया? पानी समुद्र से बाल्टी हमने उठाया. Very simple. Thank you, Rajini Arora, Ruth Anu. We will close. Thank you, Rajini Arora and Ruth Anu. We will close with you.
Hello.
Rajini.
Shivoham sir.
Shivoham.
Sir, I want to know if God is within us.
Yes.
How to reach Him? Meditation, any other method? How to reach God?
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
If the key of your cupboard is in your pocket,
yeah,
how to reach it?
I will put my hand in my pocket.
Correct. Same thing. If God is inside, you put your hand in, go inside.
Means meditation.
However you go inside. You go inside through meditation, you go through dhyana, you go through yoga. There are many ways of going inside.
I'm trying my level best, but I am unable to find. I'm trying my level best.
You are unable to find because you are keeping the other doors open. You are not locking, you're not shutting all the doors. If you close all the doors, then you have to go inside. You have no option.
Okay.
You have to Navadwar Nagri. We have to close the Navadwar Nagri. Last comment, Ruth Anu.
Shivam, Guruji,
Bolo. Ruth Anu?
No, Guruji, I've lost.
You lost. देखो भगवान गुम हो गया अंदर से. Ladies and gentlemen, before the new year hits us, tomorrow is the New Year Eve. प्रभु अंदर ही है, प्रभु मंदिर में नहीं, प्रभु अंदर में, प्रभु अंदर में. God, the kingdom of God is within. We have to realize this. It's very simple. Self-realization. Who am I? God realization. Who is God? If you have self-realization and God realization, who am I? Who is God? You will understand that प्रभु पास है, प्रभु पास है, दूर नहीं वो प्रभु पास है. आत्मा ही परमात्मा है, दिल के अंदर उसका निवास है. Namaskaram. See you tomorrow. See you at 8. Now I am going.